first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Able to push his way through. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Watson on 1st down. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. Oh, he bowls over him.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
On 1st down, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
Fights through, and now a crease. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. This is Harris.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Looking to throw. Pickett looking for Austin. Intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Off the play fake. Pickett. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Harris. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Off the option, that's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. Flush to his right. And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw on second down. Pickett eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Pickett. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot. As he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on third down, Pickett. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
On 1st and 10, Pickett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down.
And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action. Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times. Have a chance to win this game.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Austin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Pickett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Second and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Pickett. Austin's got it left side.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
On third down, here's Harris. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Pickett. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Watson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that mid.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
115 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.